Hello everybody, this is G3GTV and this is the first part of my complete walkthrough of Final Fantasy 9. In this video series I will show you how to easily beat every boss and how to do the side quests of this fantastic game. I'll also do the side bosses like Ozma and commentate on what's happening in the game. I will do a lot of editing to shorten the videos down so I can finish this series in about 20 to 30 parts. And that's why I don't call this a let's play. Because a let's play is normally a continuously playthrough without much editing. This is more to teach people who has problems with the bosses or want to defeat Ozma and the other side bosses. It goes without saying that I will do the full Chocobo side quest, since you have to do that to get to Ozma, and I will also do the Mognet quest. But without further ado, let's jump into the world of Final Fantasy 9. The first scene of the game is a boat trying to get through a howling storm. There's two girls in a boat to try and desperately survive the waves of the sea. But this would be really dramatic if it weren't just a dream. This won't be mentioned again for at least 15 hours of gameplay time. And by that time you might have forgotten this ever happened. But this game is really good at sucking you into its world by the first 10 minutes of the game. I have to say I really love the art style, music, characters and overall just the world and all the different places you go in the game. The gameplay begins with the main character in a dark room. You need to light the candle in the middle of the room. But first you should get the potion and gil in the north section of the room. And go into the setting to change the cursor to memory, ATB to active, movement to run and battle speed to full. After that light the candle to further the plot. This is where you name your character, and the main character is Zidane. I always change the names of the characters in the game just to have some fun, and I must say I thought a long time about what to name him. But I found David Bowie's character in the Labyrinth kinda looks like Zidane. I don't know, I just see the resemblance, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Tell me what you think. So I called him Bowie to also pay respect to the late artist, since I really like Zidane's character in this game. After he names Zidane, the rest of his crew of bandits appear. With a weird looking dragon man. This means it's boss time. This is the first enemy of the game, and it serves like a little tutorial for the battle system of the game, since it's really easy. One thing you should remember about Final Fantasy 9 is that you should always steal with Zidane every fight you get in. The bosses drop some very good items, and from every successful steal with Zidane you will power up an ability you will get later in the game called Thievery. This boss drops a potion of wrist and a mage master, which is really good. You should steal all the items, but what you really want is the Mage Masher, which is also the most rare drop from him. I started to steal with all the characters after a couple of tries to get it, but it's pretty important to get it, since it's very powerful this early in the game. After that just go all out with normal attacks, and he should go down pretty easy. It's now revealed that the Dragon Man is their boss Baku in a Dragon Mask to test their skill. After fight they will have a meeting revealing the planning to kidnap the Princess Garnet of Alexandria, by performing a play as a ruse to trick the guards and the Queen of the Kingdom. Then there's a cutscene of the fan favorite Black Mage Vivi. Personally I don't know if Zidane or Vivi is my favorite character of this game. Both are great characters, yet they're also very different in many ways. But with that said, welcome to the first part of my complete walkthrough of Final Fantasy 9. Okay, let's begin. First thing you have to do is to look for some treasure. Ah! That guy hit me on purpose, what a jerk. He even talked to me like it was my fault. So rude. Well, let's go look through Alexandria for treasure. There's a lot of items and gil rewards if you go look around. You'll find some gil, a potion, a flan card in the bar before you get into the center of the town. I don't really play or like the card game of Final Fantasy 9 since it's not as rewarding as it was in Final Fantasy 8. You also find a goblin card and some more gil in the grass outside the bar. At the center of the town is a ticket tent. This is where you need to go. But there's some kids playing jump rope to the left of it. And I've never been any good at it, but I want to get the king of jump rope key item you get from 1000 successful jumps. So let's do this! Oh! No! Ah, this was a lot harder than I remember it to be. God damn it! Okay, screw you! Ah, go suck a f***! I got this now, yeah. No problem, no problem. Ah, okay, that's it! Shoryuken! Okay, so that could have gone better. Well, when you go to the ticket tent, it seems like the ticket Vivi got is a fake. There was a little girl after Vivi fell and lost the ticket at the beginning that picked it up for him. I bet she was the one that stole it. Why is all the children in this town jerks? But who cares, because we get some cards for the fake ticket. I would love to get free stuff for fake things in real life too. But anyway, on the left there is a scary alley where a bear hippo thingy is working on a sign. After he leaves, the rat kid that assaulted you before comes to tell you that he has a way to get into the play. But only if Vivi becomes his slave. So you want the black-faced dude to become your slave? Is it just me, or would this not fly in today's PC age? Because as you all know, hashtag black mages matter. But hell no, I don't want to be your slave, jerk. After doing some more exploring, I found the house of the little girl that stole my ticket. Okay, little girl, as soon as you leave this house, I'll steal your shit. Ha ha ha! I stole your 3 gil and eye drops. You can't buy I don't know what you can buy for 3 gil. But you can't cure your blindness anymore. So, ha! But after wandering around the town for a bit, I decided to pick up on the rat kid's offer and become his slave to get into the play. Because maybe it will further the plot or something. This is where you go to the clock tower to get to the rooftops of the village. The rat kid tells us to climb the ladder, because it's dangerous, and like I said before, we're his slave now! Yay! A Moogle falls on Vivi's head, which is the same location of this game. You can choose between saving using a tent or the Mognet. Mognet is a mailing service and a side quest which I'm gonna try to do. Some Moogles have letters to give to other Moogles, and if you give all the letters of the game to each Moogle, you will get a prize. A few Moogles also have a shop if there is no shops in the area. After you save, we climb to the rooftops. This is also where you can name Vivi. I always called Vivi YY before I heard how his name is spelled in Kingdom Hearts 2. So I decided to call him Wi-Fi, because well, it rhymed. You can also find some hidden gil in those weird round things stuck to some of the rooftops. And that's pretty much what you can do up there. Just follow the rat kid and you will soon get another cutscene right before the play is going to start. I gotta say, I really like Vivi's clap. It's just so enthusiastic. I must say that— oh god, what is that? No, seriously, what is that? This is the Queen of Alexandria, Bram. Princess Garnet is there too, and like all teenage princesses, she's just sitting there, moping all day, looking depressed, even though there's a lot of festivities going on and everybody else enjoys it. But of course she can't! How even could she be the daughter of that thing? That is just beyond me. This is where play starts. And to be a fake play, they really do a good job acting, because as you all know, all bandits are Class A actors. They had themselves a little battle against Baku and some of his henchmen as a part of the play. You cannot steal this time since the steal command has changed to SFX, or special effects. I don't know if the crowd will be more impressed if you use the special effects, but just ban the attack command and defeat them fast. This fight should be really easy. After the fight, Zidane and Blank will have a quick time duel to sneak themselves into the castle. The better you do, the more gil you will get after the duel. You can also retry as many times as you want to try to get the perfect score. I believe you get 10,000 gil if you get the perfect score, which is a nice boost for later in the game. After duel, Zidane and Blank has successfully sneaked into the castle and stolen some guard armor. This is where you can equip the Mage Smasher you stole from Baku, because you will need it soon. They find Garnet dressed like a white mage from the Final Fantasy Nintendo days. This is where Zidane starts flirting with the girl, checking out that booty of course. But the princess won't have any of it and escapes, and a chase begins. This is where the game introduces us to two of my favorite side characters of this game. This is Zorn and Thorn. They are two jesters looking magicians that works for a queen. The reason I like them so much is because I think their dialogue is really funny. Thorn kinda have the same speech impediment that Yoda from Star Wars has, while Zorn more or less talks like normal people. So their dialogue mirrors each other more or less perfectly, and it kinda makes comedy gold for me. Plus they also have their own fun music theme. They are here to tell the queen that Princess Garnet has run off with the royal pendant, so the queen sends her two most trusted generals to find her. The woman is Beatrix, which is also one of my favorite side characters of the game. And this guy is Steiner. You'll also be able to name him at this time. And let's think about this. Steiner is a hard-headed guy and kinda conservative, and he just wants to make Alexandria great again. Let's call him Trump. Because I'm pretty sure that he got a Trump here under that weird helmet. This is where Steiner starts looking around for a princess. But since we are about halfway in this video, I will start doing something I will do in every part of this series. I'll ask you some Final Fantasy question about your favorite or least favorite things in the Final Fantasy series. Let's start easy this time with, what is your favorite Final Fantasy game? I will give you my answer after the question in the next video. I will continue doing that in every part of this series. Make sure to tell me in the comments. But anyhow, you will get to a long spiral staircase. Luckily it's not as long as the Midgard stairs in Final Fantasy VII. After reaching the top we find out that Zidane finally caught up with Garnet. Everything seems to be fine until... yeah, she's dead. Nah, she's Spider-Man in this mother. Zidane follows suit. But the real part of this cutscene is Steiner or Trump's reaction to everything. And of course he will try to do what Garnet and Zidane is doing, slingshotting himself right into a building. Haha, I love you Steiner. I love the comedy of this game, it works every damn time. After some more skirt chasing, the princess finally gives up, and reveals that she is the princess. She actually wants to be kidnapped. Well, that's convenient. Maybe she's one of those BDSM people or something. Your sexual preference is up to you, princess, but I'll do my best to kidnap you. After walking through the theater ship, Steiner finally catches up to them. This is where you will have your first fight against him. Steal the leather hat and the silk shirt, then just go all out on him. Should be pretty easy with the Mage Masher. After the fight they escape to where the play is going on. To not attract suspicion, Zidane and Garnet starts to play along with the play. Garnet is doing a pretty good job, because again, as you all know, princesses are all class A actors. And as she states, I have studied drama, you know. Everything seems to go fine until Vivi gets caught for sneaking in and runs up on stage setting the princess on fire by accident. The ruse is up, so we will have a fight with Steiner again. This fight is super easy. Just attack the two guards one time each with Marcus and Zidane. Then they should be defeated. After that just cast fire on Steiner with Vivi and attack with the rest. There's nothing to steal this fight. You should also have Garnet on standby if you need some healing. She won't do much damage anyway. It's time to escape, but the queen is not pleased. She more or less uses all her firepower to shoot the ship down. Your daughter is on that ship. The smartest thing is maybe not to fire hooks right at the place she stands. But zero is given by the queen today. She lastly uses a big cannon to shoot a big bomb at the ship. Then there's the third and final fight against Steiner. The bomb is growing behind Steiner as the fight goes on. And you can't steal anything from this fight either. Just attack, cast magic and heal if needed. Then it should be a pretty easy fight. And your daughter is dead, Bram. Good job. Nah, they're okay. The ship is in a real bad shape, but they managed to escape the kingdom. But that's about how far they will go. And they're dead! Game over, roll the credits. That's it for this video, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the next one that is coming out soon. These videos takes a long time to make with the recording, writing, making voiceover and editing. So I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and shared it. If you want to continue watching this series and much more, make sure to subscribe and check out our social medias. If you want to give me some extra support, you can become a backer on Patreon. Make sure to comment what your favorite Final Fantasy game is, and I'll see you in the next video next time. Garnet, I never imagined you would do such a thing. Perhaps you're not such a helpless little girl anymore. Thorn! Is our little experiment ready? Yes, your majesty, it is combat ready. Easily terminate Princess Garnet, it can, your majesty. I need her alive! Well, just try to kill her though. Bring her back at once. I mean, you just nuked her to kill the people who kidnapped her. Like, what the f***? That's such a twisted logic. Well, see you next time.